your child can be a confusing and slightly daunting task, and new research has found that mothers are willing to go to extreme lengths to give their babies top quality organic food, whilst even missing out themselves. I'm joined by weaning expert Beverly Glock. Hi Beverly.
Hi Rachel.
Together we are going to show you how to make that organic fare go further for the whole family. We're going to show you a gorgeous squash and sweet potato recipe with quinoa, and we're also going to give you tips on how and when to start feeding your baby. Beverly, when do you know? When is the right time to start feeding your baby food?
Do you know what? It's so difficult. You've gone through birth. You've got your first few months out of the way, and hopefully by about 6 months you're actually starting to get a bit of sleep, and then suddenly your baby starts waking up during the night, and no matter, you've had that waking up every hour wanting to be fed, no matter what you do.
Milk just doesn't satisfy them.
There's other tips as well and other signs that they're ready to be weaned. Usually they're interested in, you know, what the whole family's eating. Maybe trying to reach for your fork or your spoon as you're trying to feed yourself. That they've got really good head control, that they can sit unaided with support, but fairly unaided in a high chair, and also that they have the ability to swallow without gagging. They're all the signs that your baby is ready to start its new taste adventures with solid food.
But we are going to make today, aren't we, a great squash and sweet potato recipe using some quinoa as well. So is this good from what age? What age do you recommend should be eaten from?
Because we're using quinoa rather than quinoa flakes, it has got quite a grainy texture. So this would be great from 7 months.
Now I'm going to put together this puree, and this is really just so simple, isn't it? These kind of things.
So easy.
Sweet potato and squash. And remembering that each baby will eat about, a normal size portion is about 25 grams. So if you're making up this with maybe 25 grams of each, then this will last probably, for 3 meals.
Yeah.
And I've also got in here the quinoa, and I've actually mixed the quinoa with just a little bit of liquid. You could use water, of course,
so
the
it's
formula.
Just a wee bit softer, a bit looser,
yeah, exactly, to whiz it up, and so it gets a little bit finer. Very lovely and easy to digest, isn't it? In this research, it's been found that 1/3 of mothers are actually missing out on not only organic food for themselves, but missing out on their hairdos, their manicures. You can see
manicures.
What happened to me.
Oh my goodness.
To give their child organic food.
They've realised just how important organic is, especially for the first 2 years of the baby's life.
And I suppose one shouldn't put too much pressure on oneself or feel too guilty if they're not able to manage the
you've cooked this from scratch. Buy something like an organic pouch. I mean, this one with apple, pear and raspberry puree is fabulous to give your baby for pudding, but also pour it on top of ice cream for the other children so that everybody gets a portion of fruit and veg.
All very good tips. Thank you so much, Beverly. And there are lots of videos online from the Plum Cookery School on the various stages of weaning.